Welcome back to the Big 2-0 episode of Seeing Green. Seeing Green. As you can see, we're all wearing some form of green. My boy Bluey's father has a green. Is that a hat?
It's a crown, bruh.
Oh, I never watched
Bluey has a dad?
What do you mean? You need to
Wait a
you need
second.
to watch the show to understand what a crown
Wait a
looks like.
second,
Nah.
what the heck?
Have you seen my kid?
Wow.
And if there
You have a
wasn't
dad?
enough green, we're gonna do this episode with the green screen still up, no background.
We're green
whatsoever.
today.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, welcome back to episode 20 of Seeing Green. You know, Big T, Big Steve, and then we got Juan across the pond.
Yo.
Hello.
How's the other side of the pond looking? Is it raining as much as over there than it is over here right now? We got
Yeah,
a
it's
full week and a half.
It's raining pretty bad, and my AC in my car's out, so that thing is muggy. You know, and I'm in my car and it's muggy. Maybe Steve can relate to that. Steve?
That's a bar, low key. That was a bar. Write that down. Write that
We're
down.
just shooting right into it?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Well,
Steve has had a weird week.
I've had a crazy 3 days of my life. Went out to dinner on Sunday, came back to my truck, and my window was broken and my whole head unit was gone. So,
And somehow I ended up with a new head unit this week. It was
and my
kinda,
glasses are
It
gone.
was actually crazy. I checked my mail this morning. There's a brand new pair of Cartiers in there. It was actually insane.
Maybe we could put the pictures up on here. I got some for you guys.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw the pictures up.
You'll see. It's a little crazy, actually. There's professionals out there. Be careful.
But that event is why Steve went full Britney Spears, shaved his hair off.
Midlife crisis.
You know, all my
My hair's
white people
going.
out there watching, you know how it goes. You hit a
Yep.
crisis in life, gotta shave off your hair.
That's it. Wait till I dye it blonde. I'm for real.
Then he's gonna start making
JB.
sad songs.
I just need it to grow out a little more. I'm gonna be blonde. Watch.
Steve's World coming soon.
That's it, bro. One less lonely girl over here.
No, but whoever did that shit, fuck you.
Crazy.
Like, it's
Crazy
insane. And I've had someone break into my car and steal my camera back when I lived in Tallahassee, and I've never felt so vulnerable a day in my life.
violated.
I was like, bro, this feels weird. Like, even if I didn't have an
Bro.
interaction with this person, it's like, damn, somebody really just
I
did
got
me
back to my
dirty.
truck and I was with this girl I know, and I didn't even notice. So I get in, she gets in, and she looks back and she's like staring at my back seat. She's like, "Did you leave your window down?" And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Steve,
I
did
haven't
you
even
break your
noticed-
window before we went to
I haven't
dinner?
even noticed my head unit's gone.
I was about to say,
I don't
wait,
know why.
you guys got in
I
the truck
look
and
back-
the first thing you noticed was the window?
I swear. And I look back, I'm like, no way. Then I look forward and I'm like, no shot. And I just go silent. And she's angry. She's more mad than me. And she's like, why aren't you mad? And I'm like,
I'm
baby girl, I'm
shocked
just
more
numb to
than
this
anything.
stuff. I'm like, I've been through this life.
Guy like me, I ain't got no heart. I got an icebox where
That's it.
my heart used to.
Nah,
She was
but
like, I was honestly like no emotion. She's like, why aren't you mad? I'm like, what can I do?
Yeah,
What
honestly,
do you
that's
want
true.
me-
That's actual facts. Like,
yeah.
what is getting angry gonna do for anybody? You get out, you
Yeah,
slam the
just
truck
like-
door.
Another window shattered. Another window just crumbled.
You just see me walking around the truck.
She thought you were gonna get so angry that the head unit was just gonna. Oh my god, it's back!
I just fell off.
She was pissed.
She thought you were
No,
about to go
but-
door to door. Have you
She
seen
did
my
some
head
crazy
unit?
stuff though. She said some crazy. We got in the truck, bro, and she's like, so she's Venezuelan. She goes, oh, they do this in Venezuela all the time. I go like this. Say that again. What'd you say? You set me up.
She goes, I know a couple guys back home that used to do this.
They're actually.
What do you mean
Didn't you
by
say your
that?
cousins were visiting this?
Yeah, they did. Didn't you wish your family? The
She's
other
like,
day?
man, I'm mad too.
She starts naming stuff that they took that you didn't even notice. You're like, wait a minute. Hey.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
man.
literally, bro. I'm
But
telling
did
you.
you low key go on like Facebook Marketplace and offer up
I
to
didn't
see
even
if
look.
your
Bro.
shit
I went
was
on
up
eBay
there?
to see what they could give for it, bro. It's like $800 to $1,000. But I'm like, who's missing their head unit? Who's buying that?
Yeah, that's insane.
No sense.
It's you hop into someone's like 2008 Ram. It's like a brand new head. It's like stacked.
You're actually gonna
Oh,
see
no,
a
bro.
panhandler in a couple of weeks. He's begging for money on the street, but he has Cartier frames on. You're just like, all right, boss, hey man.
That's the one that hurt me.
You're
When
like-
I look in there, I look in like my center, and it was the glasses were gone, bro. That I thought I had a heartbreak before that one hit.
Yeah,
that
that's
was like,
tough.
no way.
You know what's funny? And it might be the same dude who hit a lick on Cody and stole his. They weren't even like super nice shades. They were just like some random. I feel like they're like FSU shades or some shit like that. But I don't think they stole much. I think they just stole his shades, bro.
Bro, it felt like,
I remember when my
I don't
car
know.
got broken into in Tallahassee, had the Boulevard, and they broke my back window because I had my backpack
Stole
in
some-
there. But joke
some
was on them.
textbooks.
I was not textbooks. Get a load of that guy. Nah, there ain't nothing in that backpack except hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
I remember they
Yeah, we
opened
thought that-
because they only broke like the smaller portion of my back window because my backpack was right there. They went into the backpack, nothing was missing because there ain't nothing in there but assignments that aren't done and whatever. And then I remember going to the security because the Boulevard had the gate, they got security, and I was like, "Yo, like, how'd you guys let this happen?" And the security guard was like, "Well, we can't be here all the time." I'm like, "What? Like, what kind of response is
What are we
that?
paying you for?
Yeah. We can't be here all the time. This didn't happen in broad daylight. This was overnight, my man."
I need at least $200 off my rent after this. Bro.
That's wild.
Y'all not serving and protecting.
That's why we brought the BB gun out. We were the ones protecting the neighborhood.
Bro, that place.
They open up Juan's backpack, saw failing all things. They called him up. It's like, yo, you need a tutor, my boy. I can help you out.
They
feel
put my
bad.
window back up. They're like, "Nah, this guy's got it hard enough as is. Let's." They filled up my
They
tank
left
actually.
Textbooks. For real. Left some textbooks, fill up the tank.
That's funny.
$300 left in the center console. It's like, yeah, this guy's going through it right now. No, but that was insane. And what pissed me off when my camera got stolen is my car. I forgot what car. It was like maybe a 2000 something Elantra, and my key fob worked for every door except that one.
No
and I
way.
didn't know until that incident happened to me because I like locked it because I was like, I know for a fact I locked my fucking
That's
door.
crazy.
And I locked it and I started pulling on the door handles and that door opened and I was like, fuck, bro. I was so sick.
That's wild.
Yeah, I was sad. Very
Yeah,
sad.
that's why I don't drive no more. That's why I fly private everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I be teleporting and shit.
Because people don't be stealing planes and stuff like that.
But what's up with the haircut, Steve? Let's address the why you decided. Just something new, or
Nah, bro. It's just, I had long hair. You saw. I haven't got a haircut for a year.
yeah,
so I
you
was
said
like-
long hair, but you chopped it all the way off. It's not like I took a couple inches off. Like everything is gone.
I just told myself, I'm like, I'm going. My barber's like, how short you want to go? And he's like, I was like, shorter. He's like, you just want a buzz cut? I was like, yeah, just chop it off. I usually do it like this though. Like I go short, so
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, something new, you know.
I feel
Change it
you.
up, bro.
Fuck it, I'm getting dreads after this now.
Yeah,
You look like
Gotta switch it up.
you look like a fuzzy index finger.
That's a first. I'll take it. Is it a handsome index finger at least?
Yeah, it's just a little cute one. Like I linked it up with my middle finger.
I bet.
Juan got jokes tonight.
Oh
man.
Some people been saying I look good. I think you have to.
No,
say
it's a nice haircut. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Who was
left
it?
field.
Stevie Wonder. It was Ray Charles. Those are the people that tell you look good.
something like that.
No, I was playing.
Yeah.
Nah, Steve looks good. He's a good-looking guy. Hit him up. He's single. He's missing a head unit in his truck.
Depends on the day if I'm single, honestly.
He might not be single. Who knows?
I don't even know at this
Depending
point.
on what mood she's
Does
in.
anyone know? Yeah. If she's happy, we're good. If she's not happy, we're not good.
Oh man. Well, Juan, that was an amazing TikTok that you filmed.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
That shit had me. The screaming in the mirror had me dying because that's how I feel every morning getting ready for work.
Bruh,
Even if I don't even get ready anymore, I just put on my pajamas and then hit the computer.
Yeah, they originally hit me up to just oversee it, like, cause I've done shoots with them before and with the person that they had it, and I was like, yeah, no problem, just send me the shot list so I know what you guys want. And then they sent it to me, and when I saw that they wanted to redo the Ashton Hall thing, I was like, yo, let me get in on this. And they were like, for real? And I was like, yeah, what? Like, why not? And they're like, oh, we didn't know you'd be interested in that. And I was like, I mean, who cares? It's just funny.
Do you know what high school I went
And
to?
so, I know, right? And I ripped off my uniform and the G-Star line outfit was underneath. I was like, you guys don't know I rep? And then,
What the heck?
yeah, we shot it like a month ago, and then my boss was like, yo, we need to do some reshoots. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm never going to get the Oscar with this performance. And so we added some stuff, and then I didn't even know they posted it yesterday. Actually, someone sent it to me because don't tell my job, but I don't follow them on TikTok, or because we have the
My job.
the Seeing Green account, and I don't have a personal account on TikTok. So I was waiting for it to drop on Instagram, and then someone sent it to me, and they're like, "Juan, I didn't know you were a TikTok star." I was like, "Bet you didn't know I was a podcast star either, faker." And then
Talk to my agent to hire me.
And for you guys who are wondering what Juan's talking about, he's the new lead of the Magic Mike movie that's coming out in 2027.
yeah, that's why I got long sleeves on right now. It's because I'm hiding my body. It's gonna be seen on the big.
He's been in the
screen,
gym 4 times a day for a reason.
Yeah.
I've just been going crazy. I put my family behind me. I put, my new baby is in the back. Everything's in my rear view, and I don't look at that. I just go straight, windshield.
Straight for
'cause
the
I'm
magic.
looking forward. So with all those distractions gone, wife, kids, all that out the window, now I'm really focused on what matters to me. My podcast, my acting career, just things like that, truck
They'll be
head
all right. They
units
don't
and
need
things
you.
like that. So I'm going to get what's mine, and look for me soon on the big screen.
That's it.
Since we were away, and I already know what our answers are going to be, and I don't know how anyone else's answer is going to be different, but we're gone for the past, we did last week, but the week before that, 100 Americans versus 100 British people. What? I don't know how this is a question.
This is the dumbest thing
We
ever.
are absolutely slaughtering them.
It's
Yeah,
not
we've
even-
already
it's not
happened.
even
This
close.
was what war was this?
Yeah.
This already happened.
Yeah, that's true.
We threw their
But-
tea into the
They
ocean.
burnt out the White House.
Yeah, they did cook us one good
White
time.
House,
But
bro.
we bigger picture, we cooked them. But it was funny because all the British people was like, well, if we bring the people from whatever
Like a
their
certain place.
versions of of the hoods, I'm like, do y'all not understand what our hoods look like compared
That
to
is so
their
funny.
hoods? Like,
I think their hoods they only carry knives around too, like butter knives or something.
well, even if it's like straight hands, like, bro,
But it's not- yeah.
it's not comparable.
I think the suburbs might be winning that one too.
yeah, for real. You can put their hoods against our suburbs, and we're cooked.
like,
Bro.
I'm not worried.
I'm not
about
And we
getting-
don't have to use
I'm
our
not getting
hoods.
worked over by nobody that's approaching me saying, "Oi, bro."
No shot.
Oi, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, please, bro. It's easy
Central
work.
C is the only guy I respect out of that place.
Just-
Yeah, I mean, but if you just look at their drill rappers, like Central C, put them against one of our rappers and how they look, like, come on, man.
Stop it.
Let's be honest.
We don't even need our hoods. We just get our
don't
Southern
need it,
boys
bro.
there. We're destroyed.
Yeah, that's Southern G League, bro. You could literally pick anybody. We could go to the South Dakotians at this point, and we're taking this one.
We're gonna bring the
Mountain
Amish
men,
in. bro.
Don't
Bring
make
the
me grab the
Amish
Paul
in.
Bunyan competition because they'll work them.
Keep the starters for like Russia or something, you know?
Yeah, no, it's insane. I can't believe that. Like, and there were a lot of British people saying, yeah, Americans are slaughtering us, but there were a couple that I seen. It was like, well, if we get the Hackneys and whatever the fuck those people are called, I was like, bro, stop playing with us.
Now be real. Think about it. Let me put you in this situation. Like think of like if that's how wars were fought or like battle. Like think about the movie. What was it called? Troy. When like
Oh yeah,
That's a
like
good
the
movie.
gladiator style.
That's a great
thing.
yeah,
movie.
where it was just like at the beginning of the movie, it was like okay, your biggest guy against or your best guy against our best guy, and then it was like Achilles against that humongous guy, and Achilles just yeah,
Bink.
and he's dead, and that was like it. They didn't fight no more. It was just like okay, you guys won. Like think about that. Like America's top person against like what country do you think would really give us the biggest problem? Like our top, I don't even know who we would send. Like but-
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe in his prime. Nah.
Combat wise, I mean, we
John
do,
Bones Jones.
we
bro.
do have the greatest UFC fighter.
John
too.
Bones.
Take that guy's.
I don't. I think Russia will probably
Russia.
give us a little run
It'd be Russia, bro, for
Cause-
sure.
because they just be fighting animals for fun and shit.
Yeah,
so,
they wrestle bears. That's kind of tough.
Yeah.
All right, but what about like fictional characters, like movie, like the top badass of like American movies versus like I'm thinking like James Bond. Like England has James Bond, super spy.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, we have
who-
Superman.
All right, this guy. He's not fighting for us. He's fighting for Krypton.
He came to America. He could have went to the UK if he wanted
But he's
to.
still an illegal
Captain
alien.
America.
Trump
Who do we
had that guy out of there. Trump booted him.
Oh, we got Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. He's American.
I think so. I've never seen a single Tom Cruise movie.
You've never-
or like
no,
not a Tom Cruise movie, but a
Mission Impossible is great.
Do we have
Isn't
John
the
Wick?
Punisher?
Is John Wick American?
Oh, we won. Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
We have the Punisher.
Yeah, we won with Wick.
We got
Wick
Liam
alone.
Neeson from Taken. Yo, low key, we're wiping everybody.
Yeah, the Wick
That
alone
was
is
a dumb
definitely-
Was it
question. My
Liam
fault.
Neeson?
Debate over. My fault. I forgot.
Isn't Liam Neeson Irish though?
But in the movie, he's American, isn't
Oh
he?
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
find
you're
you,
right.
and I will kill you.
Imagine
That
hearing
is-
that. That's tough.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Jason
That'd
Bourne.
be
Oh
scary.
man.
Yeah, no, we're cooking them.
Yeah,
They only have James Bond, low key.
I'm trying
James
to
Bond's
think
not
of
bad
else
though.
they
He's got
yeah.
gadgets.
Or like
But yeah,
other-
James Bond not really boxing
He's
like
smart
that
though.
for
Yeah,
real,
he's
but
not
he got
fighting, but he'll take some down for sure.
yeah, he got guns. And
won't be an easy
silencers.
fight.
But I feel like our dudes be boxing more
Yeah.
often in the movies than James Bond. Do.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Vin Diesel from Fast and Furious might outdo anybody
Oh,
else.
yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Didn't he like flip a car in one of those movies? By
You don't remember that, bro? They're flying cars in outer space. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
that on. It's done with.
Yeah.
And we have The Rock and like his action roles too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Nah, we're just USA, USA.
And we got Michael Jordan in Space Jam. We actually clear everybody.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
And then we have Rocky and Creed.
That's true.
Michael B. Jordan.
We have Adam Sandler.
Yeah, we got it.
Yo,
got
Happy
Bob
Gilmore
Barker.
2 coming out next month.
Yep.
I saw the
Yeah,
I hope
trailer.
it's good.
It looks kind of. I feel like they might overdo it with so many people. Like that trailer.
Hey,
had
it's
a
gonna
lot
be
of people
overdone,
in it.
I don't like how
100%.
it's only Netflix. They should have really did it big.
Well, Netflix be paying out bags. That's
Yeah,
why.
but you got to do like for a movie like that, you got to go movie theaters first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
No.
Adam Sandler has the biggest bag of all
Netflix
time
deal.
with the
He's all
Netflix deal that he
Netflix.
has.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he releases
Yeah.
like one good movie every 6 that he releases.
Hubie Halloween, banger.
That
You
movie
got a few good
was
ones. Him and Jennifer Aniston, the murder mystery. You ever
the
seen
mystery.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
What's it called?
fire.
What is that called?
that? It's such a good movie. There's two of them.
There,
There's
there's
two
two.
of them.
I forgot what it's called.
What is that shit called?
I enjoyed them.
Low key,
that
I
called
capped so
that Murder
hard. He
Mystery?
actually, all his movies on it. Hustle was good. The basketball one with Anthony Edwards and
Oh yeah, I never saw that.
you gotta watch that. That's
Isn't Jack Harlow in that one?
Who?
Isn't Jack Harlow in that one?
No, that's White Man Can't Jump.
That,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah,
we
yeah.
can't show. That was Amazon.
That makes sense.
And then there was Uncut Gems. I don't think that was Netflix,
Banger.
but
Still a banger.
yeah, Adam's been in his bag lately.
Adam's Adam, man.
Slight
He's
bag
been in his
work.
bag his whole life.
Him in those gym shorts, man. That's undefeated.
Nah,
Even
don't say
his,
his whole
like-
because like Jack and Jill is a 125% miss.
Love Jack and Jill, bro.
There's something's wrong with that guy.
Yeah, that's why.
The fact that they got Robert De Niro to play that type of character is hilarious.
To be honest, I don't think I've never seen it because
But
the reviews were so
I
bad.
feel like a lot of Adam Sandler movies are just like, just dumb as fuck, but they just work.
Yeah,
I
but that
mean,
one
Except
Oh,
like,
geez.
didn't work.
the OGs definitely work.
like Grown Ups, for example.
Oh,
It's
no,
like
that's
it's-
gas. That's a classic.
Grown Ups is
But
fire.
I feel like it's damn near like Jack and Jill.
You don't mean that.
I mean that.
In Jack and Jill, he's playing the male and female lead character. There's just no reason for that. That's just
Bro, did
nonsense.
you not see Jill breakdancing at the Mexican birthday party, bro?
Yeah, that's when I turned off the
Grown
movies.
Ups also has a million good actors in it.
Yeah, but it was still like one of those movies that's just like, it's a silly movie, but we enjoy it.
Yeah, because you got to fart, sneeze, and burp.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. A burp snark.
Slurp.
Oh, man. But 8 Crazy Nights, I can watch that movie every
Classic. Now
time.
that's a classic.
Billy Madison's one of the
Billy
goats.
Madison's
Yeah.
good.
Waterboy.
Daddy's
Water
Home.
Boy.
Or Big Daddy.
Daddy's Home.
Big, yeah, Big Daddy. But
Yeah,
Daddy's Home
Mr.
with Mark
Deeds.
Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. That's a good movie.
Yeah. What's the other one when he's the guy's father? Is it Father of the Year? What is it?
With
It's like-
Andy Samberg.
Yeah. What is it? What is that one again?
Um,
So that's one of those ones that is like, all right, this movie is silly, but I still enjoyed it a
nah, I
lot.
didn't like that movie.
Click.
Click
was
is
a
the
classic.
ultimate banger.
Classic.
Classic.
We always turn this back to Adam Sandler.
But we always get on movies and Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler or Finding Nemo.
That
is
guy's
one of the
good.
two, bro.
Little Nicky, underrated.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, people don't really remember that movie.
That's a
People
good
don't really
one,
be
yeah.
watching movies like I watch movies, dude.
Yeah,
they,
for
don't,
real.
they don't really be in it.
Little Nicky. But yeah, no. Adam Sandler, he held it down for so long. He probably has like, I don't want to say the longest or the longevity like no other actor, but he's up there. Definitely top 10 when it comes to longevity.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
Besides, like
got like
maybe
Denzel.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel,
And
There's crazy. There's
Morgan
actually
Freeman.
Adam Sandler haters.
I don't know how.
Like they actually hate on that guy.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
they think
think.
those movies are dumb.
Not to throw my wife under
That's
the bus, but
comedy.
she's not the biggest Adam Sandler fan. Like when we watch his.
Well, if you're
movies.
not a fan, is like fine. But if you like hate his
Hate,
movies,
yeah.
it's like
Oh,
insane
no,
to
I
me.
don't know who can hate the movies. I don't
To
know.
say they're not funny is just that's crazy.
I'm trying to think. Jim Carrey got longevity.
Morgan Freeman, Samuel
Freeman.
Jackson.
I feel like
guess
Steve
Johnny
Carell
Depp.
been around for a little bit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Steve Carell. Johnny Depp is my ultimate goat actor. Him and Denzel Washington and Samuel Jackson.
one.
Johnny Depp. I really only like him in Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't really like nothing else.
That's probably his best acting.
That's crazy.
What else? I mean, like
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd was straight.
Yeah,
Edward
like Edward
Scissorhands,
Scissorhands.
like, it was.
You tripping.
I don't know,
Blow.
bro.
Yeah, and he plays every part amazing.
Bro, that's crazy. Johnny Depp he doesn't miss Charlie and the Chocolate
Charlie and the
Factory.
Chocolate Factory.
That movie was. I mean, that was weird, but it was good, I guess.
What are you trying to say?
But that's
It's a great
Johnny
movie.
Depp. Like
Yeah.
he's done some weird
That's-
shit.
I thought that movie was scary, low key. Like that. When
All
those
of
kids
his-
disappear, I was like, this is getting a little scary now.
All of this shit is low key scary.
Swimming in a chocolate pond, little fat kids get sucked up
Bro,
and
that
just
movie was so
disappears. I'm
funny.
like,
He
what?
looks through the window at the whipped cream and they're smacking the cow with whips. That shit had me dying. Like,
That's funny. That's hilarious. That's a good
people
movie.
who write
bro.
movies are so underrated, bro. Because how do you think of shit like that?
How do you think?
Like, what if they look through the window and we're whipping cows? It's like, yo, write that down, write that down.
I think about that all the time. Like y'all had to be so geeked up to
Bro,
like think
for
of this.
sure.
Like every time I watch, because I'll be scrolling through TikTok, and ever so often I'll get like a clip of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and I always
Fire.
think to myself, why do they make Grim Reaper Jamaican?
Jamaican.
Like it just throws me off as a kid. I'd never thought about it, but when I got older, I was like, why is bro Jamaican? Like this has to be the first depiction of, in America at least, of the Grim Reaper being Jamaican with two white kids. Like what is going on?
How do you think about this, man?
Nah, they were
And it
fried
worked.
when it worked. I love
Any
that
cartoon, SpongeBob, bro. What is wrong with you?
shit.
Like,
SpongeBob is definitely extra fried.
bro, what is wrong with you to make SpongeBob?
And when they do like the
Yeah.
the zoomed in 3D still frames where it's like extra
There's so many-
realistic.
I was talking at work the other day about the episode where Darren Sandy goes on vacation and to back
The
to
butterfly?
Texas. Yeah. And they're like, "Where's Wormy?" And it's like the butterfly pops out, and then it burns down all of Bikini Bottom because they're freaking out over a butterfly. And like you said, they do the close up of like real life butterflies and like ah! Like
Nah,
it's just
yeah.
so stupid. Like how do they even think about that?
Nah, they were definitely
Just geeked.
tweaking.
Yeah, legit geeked.
But that's my favorite form of like entertainment. Just like the most
Just tweaking.
ridiculous. Yes, literally tweaking. Like one episode of Family Guy, which this joke, not many people find it funny, but it's when they climb Mount Everest, and then Peter's like, this is probably the worst time to remember this, but I think I left the weed whacker on. And it's like the weed whacker like in his living room just destroying everything. And it's such a dumb joke, but every time I see that shit, I just die every single time. I'm like, bro, this is
I don't know how they come up with it.
actually, I don't know how they thought
I
of
don't know
that.
how
Like
they
that's
come up
just,
with
and that's all the Family Guy. It's like, how did you
Yeah,
think of
it's
this?
just
Like this is
Some
some
little funny clips too. That
some dumb shit. Nah, but Family Guy is definitely top 5 shows for me.
South Park. South Park is the best show.
Yeah.
I've never
There's
seen
like
a single
20
episode of South Park.
That's weird.
insane.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Actually, why would you not watch that?
What did you watch like growing up, like 13 to like 15?
Me?
Yeah.
Um,
Did you watch TV shows or were you just like straight movies?
I was just like video games. Like if I was at the crib, I was just playing games.
Mm.
I feel like I watched The Office. Like I don't know. Like once I was done watching Nickelodeon, like I didn't watch adult cartoons. Like that's why. Like I never watched The Simpsons really. I've never seen Family Guy that much. Like that's probably the one I'm most
That's
familiar
crazy.
with. But it's not like I could name episodes like you can. Like the only scene that I could probably name off the top of my head is when like Stewie beats Brian's ass for owing him money.
Oh yeah.
Well, other than that,
Do you know
like,
the characters?
Yeah.
I know the characters, yeah, and I know like maybe I can name you 2 characters from South Park, like Cartman.
2?
You probably
You
like
can't name all of the kids?
Cartman, Butters, and then I think Kenny's the one that always dies or is dead.
Yeah, Kenny always does. You
That's
can't name the main people. Kyle Stan. It's Kyle Stan, Cartman, and
Kenny.
Kenny.
Yeah. Like I
Kenny
know Butters is like the
mumbles
Clyde,
everything.
Token.
Token.
That episode, if you know what I'm talking about. So there's the black character.
Yeah,
His name
it's
is
Token.
Token because he's like the only. Well, that's the run of the joke, and the whole show, his name has been Token, and then the main character called him Token, like Token, and the whole show that's pretty much what it's been. But then he's like, "Oh, I thought your name was Token, like Token." And he's like, "Dude, you're fucking racist. My name is Tolken." But the whole show, like, they acknowledged that it was the one way. And that fucking episode had me dying. Because he was supposed to be, like, the voice of reason, like, not racist type person. They always blame Cartman for being racist.
Cartman's the bad
And then
kid.
Cartman's like, dude, that's fucking racist.
It's like, well, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Like, yeah, nah, South Park is definitely
So
better than Family Guy, but I always enjoyed Family Guy more than
they're both
South
top
Park.
tier, bro.
Yeah. And then like King of the Hill, Simpsons, like I watched those, but they
Yeah, I
didn't
don't
really
really.
hit.
Simpsons was pretty good, but I never watched it. Like
American Dad is on a fucking roll right now. That shit is amazing right now.
that. That's right. That's right. Pump the
Like I don't
brakes.
know. I feel like I don't know. I just felt like if I was gonna watch cartoons, I was gonna watch like ones that like I don't know SpongeBob. Like I still watch if I'm watching cartoons. Like now I put on for Bluey.
But and the thing about
That's what I
adult
got.
cartoons, it's like they reference like things that are happening to like
yeah,
South
but
Park.
then I feel like I just
They would,
rather
every
watch,
new episode would be something that's going on in the world, and
I
it'd
feel
just
like
be like
I'd rather
relatable.
watch. I don't even know, like a sitcom or something like that, like an actual.
There's so many
show.
good. The
I don't know.
Chipotle episode.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't like live action shows as much, but you could just do so much when it's animated. That's why I like it more because they can just go so far. Because if South Park shit was like live action, a lot of that shit would have been canceled a long time.
Oh,
but they
for
can get away
sure.
with so much stuff due to it being animated.
Yeah.
Same thing with Family Guy and so on and so forth. And not just like offensiveness, but like just creativity. You can be a lot more creative
Yeah.
when you can just animate anything versus spending millions upon millions of dollars on the CGI budget for a 12 episode or not even 12 episodes. If you go like The Office and they're doing like big budget all the time,
You're right.
shit probably would have got canceled.
Yeah.
But no, The Office is definitely a banger though. It took
Office
me
is
like
so good.
It took me like 5 tries to actually get through the show though.
Oh really?
Because the first season, like the first couple of episodes, I just watched
Nah,
it.
it's
I
tough.
was like, bro, I can't do this. And I did that at like 3-4 times, and I
Yeah.
finally got through it, and I was like, then I just blitzed through the whole
That's
show.
yeah. Like when you talk to somebody who watches The Office, who has watched The Office before, and they're like, "Oh, you've never seen an episode." They'll tell you like you got to get past like the first season. Like get past the first season, then you'll like it'll get good. Or like if you
Turns
can make it
out.
past. It's just weird. It's awkward. It's like kind of just like awkward humor because you don't know
Yeah.
the characters yet. So it's just like this is like kind of cringe. But then once you get past it, it gets like way better. Yeah, that
Yeah, it
one.
just didn't hit.
Yeah, we've talked about this before already, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big cartoon, like adult cartoon person. Like I know, like BoJack Horseman was popular for a while. I never.
I watched it
that.
all the way through, but
Rick and Morty's good.
that shit was depressing.
Yeah, Rick and Morty's another show I've never seen. Like I don't know nothing about that one. Yeah, just really any adult show like that was animated. I've never really watched. I've tried, but it's just not. I don't know. Maybe I just something's wrong with me in the head. I don't know.
You'd rather just be the cartoon character than watch them.
Yeah, I think so. I'd rather just work on my stand-up. Really just watch myself. TV off, watch myself in the reflection, see if I can make myself laugh.
There you go.
That boy Juan watching anime now though. Yeah.
Incorrect.
I was about to say that's where I hit a U-turn.
No, sir,
on.
not me.
If y'all really lock in, I'm guarantee you'll fuck with it.
I just don't like
Maybe.
what I don't know. What's the point of it? What's the like?
Dragon
why
Ball
would I
Z is
do
good,
it? Why?
but I always say that, but they don't really count that.
Especially if you're
Well,
watching
you
shows
know,
that you
count
don't
that.
like.
Dragon Ball Z
you
is
do?
like the Godfather of anime.
Okay, yeah, that one's good. Dragon Ball Z's fire.
And that right there lets me know that you'd fuck with so many other shows if you think Dragon Ball Z is fire.
Nah, I fuck with the games, like Dragon Ball Z
Oh, yeah.
fighting games. Sign
That
me
game's
up for
amazing.
sure.
That game is so good. Oh my gosh.
But the
unreal.
cutscenes, I'm skipping that. Like I don't care about the dialogue.
That's crazy.
Don't care about none of it. I don't care.
TJ's about to put us on.
I'm about to put y'all under.
Like, it doesn't matter to me.
There's so many animes out there.
Especially when you're watching it and it's in a different language and now you got to bring subtitles in.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm.
just
that's-
read a book. Just read a book. Because that's what you do.
I watch most of it
Read a
like
comic
in
book.
English. I watch most anime in English.
In dubbed, so like their lips are moving and it's just not even what they're saying.
No, it doesn't look like that in anime.
Oh, I mean, if it's dubbed, that's what I meant. Like, if it's like there's.
No, I get what you're saying. Like how like
No, I don't think you
like
do,
a live
bro.
action. Like if you watch Squid Games in English, then their mouths look like it's just off. It doesn't look like that.
They be saying like a million things in their language, and then the translation's like, "How dare you?"
Hey,
It's like, what?
That shit drove me.
I can't do it, bro.
When I first started hanging out with like a lot of my Spanish friends, and they'll like go on a tangent and they'll just translate it for me. I'm like, bro, there's no way you said this little words, bro. Y'all definitely said way more
I'm
than
saying,
that,
bro,
bro.
this makes no sense.
Learning Spanish in high school was so hard for me. It was awful.
No, for
And I
sure.
knew I was cooked.
Or not they take, but like it definitely a 3-word sentence in English is like a 10-word sentence in Spanish. And it's like, why do we have to add all this?
Well, why? Okay.
I knew I was cooked when I transferred to G-Star because, you know, you have to take at least 2 years. My freshman year at Dwyer, bro, we were watching Finding Nemo in my Spanish
that's a
class.
good time.
In English.
That's
It wasn't
a
even
great
in Spanish. So I was
That's
like, bro, I
actually
learned nothing year one. And I got an A in that class. I'm cooked. And then I got to the class and I was like, yeah. Just go ahead and throw an F on there right now.
You ever had a lady called Miss Castro?
No.
You might as well just,
That
chalk
was,
it up.
That was
next
Fidel's
year.
little sister, bro. That lady was crazy.
That lady, I'm talking.
She used to come and stand in my class when Miss Paro, or wherever her name was. Yeah, Miss Paro would walk
She
out.
was like a police officer in that class. I don't understand.
Yeah, she was kind of
no.
nuts. No, but
Yeah, I've never
Oh,
understood
man.
why people watch shows like that. Like if you don't, like my girlfriend in high school, when I used to go to her house, her whole like her mom would watch Korean dramas, and I'd be sitting on the couch and it'd be in non-English, and they'd just be reading the TV, and I'd be like, "Yo, what are we doing?
Are we
here?"
watching? We reading?
Like
y'all can't do
But
both.
they loved it.
Nah,
No, you cannot
I
do
can't
both.
actually
And if you're
do
saying you can, you're capping 124%.
No, you can't.
I literally watch anime all the time.
You can't
Yeah, I
read
used
the
to
words
have to
coming
watch
across
it.
the screen while you're watching what's going on in the background. That's actually physically
No, you-
impossible.
No, you can't.
You can though.
You can.
There's people who literally only watch
Actually
anime in
impossible.
Japanese and read subtitles. You think they're just reading without watching the fucking action that's going on?
Yeah.
That'd be very.
They're reading it quick and then watching
It's
it.
quick.
I'm someone who does it all the time, and you're telling me that I can't.
You're
do
not reading it while it's watching what's going on. That's literally impossible because you have to focus on the words. You can't focus on the fighting and then like see what the words are. It's not
it.
happening.
How long does it take for y'all to
I
read
know what
like
he's
7
saying, but
words?
TJ's right. Like it does work out.
No, you
It
read the
works
7.
out.
I understand what you're saying, but you read the 7 words and then you look at the screen. Like I get this.
Yes, but I can still understand and see what's going on.
This is one in elementary school. The dot.
That's not what I'm
That boy
saying.
got
I'm just saying
popcorn.
you can't.
He got popcorn. He's like, God, fuck.
Blue.
I get you're being very
yeah, he
literal and fucking throwing out semantics
But
with
it's
this
realistic,
shit.
believe it
But
or
like,
not.
come on, you know what I'm talking about. Boy.
Nah.
One's got a pause it every time and it works.
I mean,
Like, you've been on the same episode
Sam
for-
watches movie like everything we put on our TV. Sam puts subtitles on because I don't know why she does it, but like so I always have words
I do
coming
that
across
for the
my
most
screen.
part as well.
A lot of people.
I don't know why people do that. I hate it.
I don't know either, but I got used to it at some point. I don't do it now, but back in the day, I'd be like, "We just watch? Why do we?"
Actually, I might go beat her ass. I'll be right back.
It's actually crazy to think about, though. It really is. Like, why do we have? Why don't we just listen? Why can't we just?
I
hear
just
it,
don't get
you
it.
know?
Yeah, like I don't know.
It's like, oh, I can't hear it. So I'll just turn it up and hear it. Then, like, I don't. Why are we reading?
The problem with that, and it pisses me off, and I know a lot of movies and shows do it. Like the dialogue will be so normal, and the music will start playing, and that shit is about to blow your speakers like to smithereens.
That's true.
There's like
some
certain
points.
scenes where it's like maybe whispering or just normal tones, and then like the fucking it's just so fucking loud when the music comes on, and then you gotta fucking keep the remote on
Yeah, then
standby
you turn it
so you can
down,
turn
and
it
then
up
the music
and
goes
down.
away, and then you're trying to listen to the conversation. It's like, it's like, all right, bro. Like, what the hell?
Fuck.
I
Like,
remember
that shit's so fucking
Growing
annoying.
up, my dad did like a surround sound system.
Oh, my dad
We'd have
did
like the
that
two little speakers. Like we'd have
Yeah.
like 4 speakers.
Yeah.
That thing would be a movie.
Yeah,
bro.
no, my dad had the 2 speakers up in the ceiling and then
Yeah.
the sound bar
Yeah,
directly
literally,
in front of the
that's it.
TV.
It was-
Action
crazy.
movie comes on. You thought you were in the war. You're like, oh my god.
That's
They have
really
us
the dad life.
Start ducking. Nah, surround sound, because I remember
Fire.
people having it for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. No one does it anymore, right?
Yeah,
Nah, they do, right?
people still do it. But I'm just saying, like, in general, like, a lot of my friends got it, and then my dad ended up getting it, like, years later. But I was like, damn, this is awesome, bro.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
missing out on
fire.
this shit
Yeah.
for a long time, bro.
Fire.
Look, I was thinking about getting it for not the place I'm living in now, but the place before. But I remember how small my apartment is. I was like, this shit is already surround sound. No, but
That's
surround
wild.
sound definitely changed the fucking game. Any movies y'all are hyped for that's coming out this year?
I was about to go see that Final Destination that's out.
I need to see that still.
Yeah, I want to
I
see it.
don't care about that one. But
We know.
there's
It's
a
not
movie
even like a
with
scary movie.
Tim Robinson and Paul
Oh,
Rudd.
the
I think it's
the
called
friends,
Friendship.
whatever, friendship.
I
Yeah,
want to see that. That one looks funny.
yeah.
And then on TikTok, speaking of TikTok, I don't know if y'all be on TikTok often or not, but every time I scroll for a little bit, a movie called The Phoenician Scheme keeps popping up on the feed for me. I'll never mention this movie. I've never watched. I don't know why it keeps popping up, but it has like Michael Cera and
He's funny.
Benicio
Okay.
del Toro and Bryan Cranston. A bunch of people in it.
Oh, it looks like it's like in a different country, right? And it's like a military type beat, I guess. It's like a
Kinda.
weird, like
It has-
it's
you
like a
ever-
weird
you-
setting.
You ever seen the Grand Budapest Hotel? I think is what it's called.
Yes,
It's
yes,
by that
yes,
guy.
yes.
So it's like the same type of vibe as that. Anyways,
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
me because it popped up on my feed enough times that I'm
That
like,
shit
damn,
looks fire.
I kind of want to see this movie now. And I still
And-
really don't know
and-
what it's about, but I kind of
Yeah.
want to see it.
It's kind of weird. It's like a serious but an awkward tone to it, is what I get from like the trailer.
Yeah.
It's well, Michael Cera's in it, so anything he's in is gonna be slightly awkward. But that shit looks like it's gonna be one of those like critically acclaimed like indie type, because it
Yeah.
gives me an indie movie vibe, but I don't think it's an indie movie because they got some decent names in there. But I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be really good though.
Oh, and then the Black Phone 2, the trailer just came out for that. I don't know if you guys saw that
Yeah.
I
one.
thought you didn't like that.
I don't, but it popped up on my thing. It said Black Phone 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. There's a lot of good horrors, man.
2025 have been kind of bangers, and then Dawn to Dawn is coming out with a movie. Actually, I think it's out already.
What did you say?
Don.
Dawn to Dawn.
I don't know.
Who was that?
I don't know about Don.
It's an anime movie. I'm just messing
Okay,
with
I'm
you.
about to say.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense now.
This guy and his hentai.
All right, let's calm.
I'm just trying to see some people die in the craziest ways.
That's what anime does for you.
Nah, Final Destination.
All right,
But there's
cat's out of the bag. Steven and I have been going to furry conventions for the past 3 years.
I knew something was up with you guys, bro, for real.
That's actually why I shaved my head, because the helmet was able to fit.
Kept getting stuck.
The cat helmet or whatever.
That's
it's
actually
called.
what
What were you
happened
about
to
to
his
say?
truck, is he was still in his dog like persona,
Yeah.
and so he got to the truck. He couldn't get in, so he just broke it.
They actually didn't steal my head unit. They stole my costume. So.
You know what's funny? Like, people on TikTok be like, you know how much those costumes cost? And I was like, there's no way people are spending that much
I couldn't
money
tell you.
on. Well, I'm not asking
I
you.
wonder how
Like, the
much-
TikTok.
No, it's like thousands.
Nah, they thought TJ was a furry. That's why they asked him, you know how much those costumes cost? Like, they were asking him for
It
advice.
wasn't
They were like, TJ, do you know how much these
fucking-
are? And he was like, oh, yeah.
I'm
let me
like,
tell you.
yeah, I spent 30 racks on it.
Genuine question. I got the Louis V one.
The
I
Louis
got the
V.
Gucci.
Louis V Panther skin.
This is real animals. This is real animal fur.
That's crazy. I will never understand.
Juan, I don't
furries,
want you to
but-
forget what you were about to say, but I feel like you forgot what you were about to say. Before I made a furry joke.
Oh, it was about it.
were
It
about
was
to-
like on the topic of like movies and TV shows. But we could roll with this if you guys want to talk about your furry, thing. It's
I don't even know what it is.
Guy
I've
like
seen
me,
it,
you
but I
feel
don't know
me?
what it
I
is.
accept all lifestyles, except the illegal ones. I am down with that illegal stuff, but if my friends want to dress up like dogs, I got that dog in me too, just not the same kind. You feel me? So, I can relate.
Steven just copped the tail for 2 bands, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, I did.
I remember.
bands for a
Don't they like walk around with people on leashes? Or is that different?
I don't know, bro.
Talking
I'm not the
about,
expert,
talking about
my
some freaky
boys.
deaky shit. No,
That might be like some nymphs or whatever they call those
Didn't they
things.
do
did you
that at our
say?
school?
Nymphs or something? Know what that's called?
The what?
Who are the people that like do like the weird like sex stuff?
The BDSM people?
What the? I don't know what the hell that. No, like you can go to the store and like wear like the nymph suits, right?
Oh, nymph. That's
Oh.
what you were saying.
Yeah,
Are you saying? I thought you were saying with an M.
I am. I don't know what it is.
Oh, nymph.
Oh, it's called a nymph.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't know. what
No,
it's
but
called,
a
to be
nymph is
honest.
just
That's what
someone
I meant.
who like.
It's like overly
Really like
sexual.
Nah, but I seen them walk around their partner on a leash and shit. I thought the first.
That's
You
what
talking about,
what
like-
TJ's talking about. BDSM.
The BDSM. You talking about like the elastic, like rubber, like
Yeah,
black?
yeah.
You know what that
Is
made
that
me think
furry?
of? No, but you know what that made me think of was the movie Dodgeball when they go to the tournament and they're like, "I got our uniforms, Peter," and then they pull it out and it's like the gag and and they go up to the front and they're like, "Here comes Average Joe's jit." Yeah, Colin, I don't know what kind of. And then after the match, they find the guys and they're like, "Oh, you must be Big Daddy."
That's a good movie, man.
Oh
That
man,
is
but
a
yeah,
banger. I haven't seen that in a minute.
Yeah, is that a furry though? No, it's not a furry.
Nah, that's
Wow.
just some
that's
freaky
some
deaky shit.
BDSM.
Oh, all right.
That's
Wait, what's that leather
that's
suit?
Dominatrix and like.
Oh, that's with Dominatrix and BDSM and
There's
shit
my
like
furry
that.
right there.
Yeah,
Oh man, I don't know how people get into those.
just straight pain. Just like
Yeah,
that is crazy to me.
it's like the one episode of Family Guy when Lois finally hit Stewie, so he kept fantasizing about her like beating him up,
He liked it.
and he's like on like the wooden stake with his
Yeah.
arms tied up, and she's like burning them with a cigarette. He's like, "Thank you, thank you." I was like, "Bro, this is a baby doing this, bro. This show is
That's wild.
it's
That shit is
hilarious,
crazy.
bro. That is crazy."
Nah, some people have some weird fantasies.
But hey,
for
if you
sure.
like that, check me out. If you watching the pod, you into that stuff? Salute. That ain't
Oh,
me
I
though.
thought you were
That ain't me.
I thought you were gonna be like, hit me up or
No,
something.
I thought you were about to say hit up
no,
Steve.
No, don't hit
Keep
me
that
up.
over there. You feel me?
Yeah, nah. I'm good.
But you know, we don't discriminate.
There was
Is that what it is? Discriminating?
Was it Bert Kreischer or one comedian? They were on a podcast talking about how they went to one of those places where they can be like beat and whipped and stuff like that. And it was like him and one other comedian. I can't remember who it was, but it was someone who rolled in that group. And they was like, I was scared at first, but it's not that bad or some shit like that. I was like, bro, y'all boys freaky as hell.
Some people are freaks.
Next podcast, I know where we're going.
Too freaky.
Next podcast when we pop up
Next
all,
pod, I know
all
we're
leather
going.
suits. We got the leather mask on. Mind your business.
Usually the ones who are so scared of it, you know what they say about those guys. Yeah, we don't like it.
Oh my God! Please no, stay away from me with the paddle. No,
Oh
please.
no.
Don't tell me where the next event is. I would hate to.
Oh my God! No, please don't put me in a collar and walk me around the park. No,
Please don't spit on me.
Please, no.
that's crazy.
All
Anyways,
right, we're
bro.
going too far with this. Got
I promise we don't do it.
real
Oh,
Diddy
man.
real fast.
Diddy's wild.
Nah, there's a new
Man.
show on Apple. It just dropped like today or yesterday. I think it's called Stick or Sticks. It's a golf show with Owen Wilson.
Oh, I just saw a preview on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Is
hyped
it
for that.
Owen Wilson?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, you just said that?
He said what Owen Wilson. He said, "Is that what Owen Wilson?"
My bad. I didn't have my captions on. I didn't read you
Oh,
saying
fuck.
that.
That's all good.
We gotta turn the captions.
His
on.
mind was stuck on the mask. It's fine. It's all good.
in the clouds.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, no, I saw it. He's like, yo,
Yeah.
hit that sign 200 yards out. Bink.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, hit the 250. He's like, okay, yeah. But I'm hyped to see that. I like shows like that. Yeah, that's the only show that I really have seen coming out that I'm interested in this year. I don't really pay too much attention to
The
shows
Bear.
like that.
My favorite show.
I've
New
never seen
season
that.
this month.
Was that
a
season
guy who works in
2
the
or
kitchen.
3?
3.
3.
What?
I think it's 3. Could be 2.
This
Season
season
3.
coming out?
3.
4.
4. I
never
have seen it
watched
all, but it's been a while. That's my favorite show.
For someone who worked in the kitchen, I don't want to have nightmares. So.
Yeah,
There was
pretty
two
hardcore,
guys
honestly.
talking about this at work yesterday, and they were like, "You've never seen it?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's kind of like sometimes you're watching it. Like there's episodes where you'll get anxious because you work in restaurants." And I'm like, "Why would I want to do that? Like, why would I want to watch that?"
It's like a very professional restaurant. Well, it's not professional, but it turns professional.
Yeah, but I've been in some different variety of restaurants, and yeah, the way they cook things are different from time to time. But I can guarantee you, the motherfuckers the same.
It's more the characters that
You
are
got
good. though.
Juan yelling at you,
The characters are really good.
telling you to stop dropping ice cubes in the fryer.
I've never yelled at TJ at work.
Never.
He was a good employee.
I was.
I was.
I remember one time I got put in the position
Huh?
where, pause.
Position we
come
talking
on,
about?
no,
I'm working in the. That was kind of crazy.
I don't know about that.
Working
one.
in the kitchen. They were trying to make me snitch on somebody, and I was, I had my little leadership role. Wasn't a manager, and I was like, bro, I can't do this. I can't snitch. They was like, we have everything on camera, so you might as well. I was like, all right, so this is what happened.
No way, you stitched?
What else could I do? Lose my job for someone that I don't care about?
Not be a snitch?
You gonna pay my rent?
You gonna pay my rent?
No, but they were watching like an NBA Finals game in the kitchen, and they were backed up like crazy. And I was supposed to be one of the leads working that night, but I don't know. I was like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. And then somebody from the front of the house called corporate or the manager or somebody and said, yeah, this person got the game on, and she's dancing around and not really locked in or whatever. And then I was like, damn, that's crazy. They snitched on you. And then they called me or someone. I can't remember what the fuck happened. Were there messaging on home base or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. They messaged me on home base. It was someone from corporate. I'm not sure if you're even aware of this story, Juan.
Probably not. Once
So I think
left,
you're gone
I
at that
was-
point.
I was already gone. On to bigger and better things. Let you guys run that place into the ground.
But there's like, oh, was so-and-so watching the game in the kitchen? I was like, honestly, I wasn't really paying attention too much. Yada, yada. They was like, well, we have it on camera. I was like,
that game?
now that you put it
Why
this.
did you say they was watching that game? I
Is that
thought you were talking about
LeBron
something
James
else.
guy? Yeah, I did hear something about that guy in the kitchen.
I was like, oh, I guess. Like, I'm not, like, I was just, working on walk the whole time. And then I came in the next day and that person was fired. And I was like, yeah, it is what it is. And then Juan called me up. He was like, you fucking snitch ass. I
Yeah, bro.
never snitch on my team like that. No, I'm joking. All right. I'm getting getting hungry for some reason. I already had dinner, but I've been getting hungry late at night and it's been pissing me off. I woke up this morning and
you're
my
pregnant.
stomach was like touching my back, like growling. I was like, bro.
What did he
this is
say?
insane.
You say your stomach was touching your back? That's what I heard.
I never heard it. Yeah,
That's what he said?
Y'all
That's crazy.
never heard
That
the
might have been the
term.
first time someone's ever said that in the
My
world.
stomach
I
was
bet if
touching
you
my back.
search that up,
I understand it though, but I've never heard it.
y'all have never heard that a day in your life. I'm so hungry, it feels like my stomach is touching my back.
Nah.
Like your stomach gets sucked in so much that it's touching your back.
It sounded weird the first time. The second time it sounded even weirder.
I've heard like
Alright, man.
I'm so hungry my stomach is eating itself. You know what I mean? Like
Or like I could eat a cow, like that's a normal one.
I never hear someone say they can eat a cow.
Come on.
that's
Like
kizzy.
that.
That's cap.
Yeah.
I heard people say I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Cap.
I've heard that one
You
too.
know what I meant. Whatever you
I heard
eat.
that
You could throw a giraffe in there if you want to
I'm
be
pretty
different.
sure I've
You
said
get it.
these things to you guys. That's why you've all heard it. I think that's why.
I'm
You
so
could
hungry I
eat
could
a
eat
horse?
one.
I'm so hungry I could eat one of you guys. What?
You see that trend on TikTok
What?
where they say that?
oh, you like
they'll like bring up like
someone's
Oh,
like an
ex-boyfriend.
ex or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll like,
and they'll be like,
they'll
I'm so
like
hungry,
look
I
at
could
somebody's Facebook
Yeah.
profile and bring something up. Yeah.
yeah. I'm so hungry I could eat this person, and then they're like, "What'd you say?"
What did you say?
Whoever think about like random trends that go
No
on,
sense.
it's like I know they got to be salty that they're not getting like
Paid for
credit
it.
or paid or
Right, you're
something.
right.
I'd be very upset if I did something and it just like took over the internet.
You just do one dance and everyone's dancing, and you're like, "Bro, what the heck?"
It's like
It's literally
fuck.
me.
And
I
then
feel
someone else
like
get famous
you just
off of it.
gotta. Yeah, if somebody started getting paid off it, then I'd be upset. But if it just like blew up,
Well,
then
that
I
happens
wouldn't really care.
all the time.
That's the backpack man or boy. Remember him?
The flosser?
well, like
They threw it. He does like this. They threw it on the video game
Fortnite.
Fortnite,
Oh
the
yeah.
video game
I
is
forgot.
crazy.
and then I think he got paid. I think he got paid for it.
Hopefully he did.
Some people like they know it's their dance and they get paid.
Well, realistically, I don't think he invented that dance. I feel like that was like an old school type beat, but he just
Probably,
like
honestly.
popularized it today. So that's how they can get away with a lot of things too. It's like, yeah, this was kind of a thing before.
I invented this dance.
Yeah. You ever heard of what's that called? The Dougie? I started that one.
No, that was made by my friend Doug E.
Oh yeah, Dougie E. Oh yeah.
The Cat Father, that was me.
Yeah.
Yo, but speaking of music, speaking of old songs, the GOAT dropping an
Carter.
album tonight. Wow.
Oh, shoot,
What a
it's
time to
tonight.
be alive. My GOAT.
Who
No way.
Lil Wayne.
is he?
Lil Weezy. The Carter 6.
I wonder who's gonna. Yeah.
Damn, that shit ain't
Carter
making no
6.
noise on my fucking social media. That's kind of
Nah,
crazy.
He's making videos.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Just
but
do
no
a couple
one-
things for it. I'm hyped. Always a big fan of
I'm
Wayne.
hyped.
I mean, I'm
hyped.
gonna always listen to Wayne.
I'm
always.
gonna see what it's about. I'm gonna be heartbroken because I already know I'm gonna wake up, head to the gym tomorrow, blast it. The first song, I'm gonna be like, maybe that's just the first song. Let me try the next one. And then the next song is gonna be more of the same, and I'm gonna be like, well. And then you guys are gonna see me post on my social media. I'll post it on the Seeing Green account, and it's gonna be, is my goat washed? And it's gonna be a man in the rain on his knees.
Like go watch.
Nothing's worse than seeing your goat fall from grace.
Never. Wayne will always be on top, no matter what.
Well, I'm always gonna listen to his music, but he's just I ain't even gonna say it.
Yeah, I know.
He just don't hit like that anymore.
Nah, he's still a goat though.
Same thing with my old other. I don't know if I want to call him my goat for real anymore, but Kanye, bro.
Yay. I don't even know. When's the last time he dropped a song?
Huh?
When's the last time he dropped a song?
I don't want to even talk about
His
a couple
last song,
songs that
his
he
last
dropped.
song that he dropped.
Is that bad?
He's had 2 terrible songs that just
Damn.
dropped maybe like 2 months ago.
I love Kanye, bro.
I do. Oh, for the most part. I
Hey,
love
Steve,
him.
it's been nice having you on the pod because you'll be canceled after this episode for saying stuff like that.
You know
man.
what I mean. When I'm talking about music, Kanye is one of the top.
Well, the
5 in
last
my
2
opinion.
songs that he
Is it?
dropped.
Wait, what is going on? All right, see, I don't know what's going on. So
Well, he
maybe I
had
don't
one
look-
song that he talked about giving his cousin head when they were kids.
Sounds like Kanye.
His last
And he
song was
had
called
World-
World War III, and the chorus is the chorus singing "Hail Hitler."
I believe it though. That's the sad part.
I'm not lying.
That's
I don't know
bad,
why I
though.
would make that up. but
He dropped these
Yes.
songs. Is he rapping or is he just?
Yeah, he's rapping. Yeah, no, it's insane. And the saddest part about this, and guys, I don't like what he's talking about. But those beats went stupid. Them
Here we
shits,
go.
them shits went.
What do they say?
They knocked.
If there's one Kanye fan left, then I'm alive.
if Kanye has 100 fans, I'm one of them. If Kanye has one fan, I'm the one fan. If Kanye has no fans, that means I'm no longer alive.
I'm dead. That's just. There's some people you just gotta stay on the train because you know he's gonna come back and be like normal for a little bit.
I can't do it.
Nah, that's pretty wild though.
For
if that's
me, I've
what-
never
that's
been a big
true.
Kanye fan to begin with, so for him to fall
That's
off like this,
Nah,
that's
bro.
really
When
affecting
Kanye in
me.
his prime, oh
Prime
my
Kanye.
god.
And he went like from his first album all the way until.
Dark Twisted. Oh my gosh.
Nah, I'm still going past that because
Easy.
The Life of Pablo was
Life of Pablo's
amazing.
good. Bro, even like
Jesus, bro, I mean, Donda was fire.
even like that. Was it Donda?
What was the one with the mountains as
What's
the
the one where
background?
they weren't cursing a lot?
The one was, I think that was just Ye, if I'm not mistaken. The one was like, I think about killing myself, and
What's the
Ye.
one with, like
The Ye was the one with Bound
That's
2 on it,
Donda.
right?
Yeah, Donda's fire, bro.
The album
I
with
think
Bound
Ye
2
was
on
one.
it. That was the one where he was like, kind of started to fall.
yeah, it got weird in that area. But then I went back to the album and started listening to it, and I was like, all right, this
Jesus
is
is King is fire. See, kids see Ghost. Oh my goodness, dude, this guy doesn't miss. Watch the Throne.
yeah. No, my boy.
Kids See
albums
Ghost
are
was
just-
good.
808 and Heartbreak, Graduation, Late. Oh yeah, well these three, boom, 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 all the way to dude. Oh my gosh, yeah,
no.
nah, he can say whatever he wants. He's good in my book.
Vultures, though, I didn't like.
I don't know about these honestly.
I've seen those tweets too, where it's like, if you
Yeah.
if you if you released 808s and Heartbreaks in Graduation, you could say what you wanted to.
You're good about you're good, man. You just
Yeah, no, it makes me so sad.
are his songs on here?
Because it's like, bro, I loved, Heartless was my ringtone in
Oh
fucking
my gosh, that's probably a
elementary
top
school.
5 song of all time, though.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it has to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember not listening to it for the longest time, and then I got into
That's his picture.
Of course.
His picture's a goat on Spotify.
But yeah, because Heartless was big like for a long time when I was a kid, and I didn't listen to it for years, and I got into smoking a little bit later on in life, and I heard that song for the first time while being like baked, and I was like, this has to be the greatest thing that has ever graced the microphone
Unreal.
ever. That shit just sounds
His storytelling
beautiful.
is good, man.
Yeah, no. Too bad he's on a dark path.
Now he's hailing it. I don't know
The
what
darkest
happened to
of
him,
dark
man.
paths. But you know, everyone get a little shaky when they've been in the game for too
There's
long.
that saying, they love.
I know what you're about to say.
Yeah.
Father
Live
Time
long
is
enough.
undefeated.
Yeah. Live long enough to become
You either die a hero or live long enough to see
Live
yourself
long
enough
become
to
the
see
villain.
yourself
become a villain.
That boy was struggling to get that
you
one
know
out.
what I was going.
And I was the
They
one that
love you
couldn't
as-
read in school. Yeah, okay.
They love you as
Okay.
Spider-Man, but they hate you as Peter. They love Superman, but they hate. What,
Superwoman.
Great powers come great responsibility.
That's
They
Uncle
didn't.
Ben.
They didn't care for me until I put the mask on.
You know what's crazy? Uncle Ben said that, but for some reason I thought it was a quote before Spider-Man. But I guess Spider-Man cooked
You
up.
know,
and
MF Doom, R.I.P.
MF Doom.
No one listened to him. He put a mask on. All of a sudden, he's the best ever.
My boy had some strange flows.
Nah, he could spit though.
No, he was
was one of
some-
them.
Yeah, he was one of
He
them.
was one of
He
those
was he was
guys.
one of them ones, ain't it?
He was one of them.
He was
Like
one of
he
them
could
ones.
spit, bro.
Yeah.
Because anything was always different. He
Yeah.
could flow. But that was just the beats were like back then. Was he 90s or 2000?
I think
Both.
late 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah, MF Doom. He died, or did he?
he did.
No, did he?
Didn't he die
Okay.
like whatever.
Yeah.
I think we're pushing some time.
Oh, I found my glasses, guys.
Oh,
The Cartiers.
I just left them on the
bro's
table.
truck got hit by the minions. Nah.
Check that.
You know
footage.
what's
It's just
funny?
Minions jumping.
You know how like in like Phineas and Ferb and a lot of like weird ass, maybe even Despicable Me, they'll like take like some weird shit like that, like a center console, and put it on like a big ass like contraption. And they just need that for the screen type shit. They use that shit to steal the moon, bro. The
That's
moon's gonna be
crazy.
gone.
They use mine to steal the moon.
They saw the podcast, like, oh, they want to mock us, huh?
They said, "I bet."
Stole my engine, stole Juan's AC.
My op is a
Took
minion. Our ops are minions,
You
bro.
don't know about the minions as your ops. You don't know the struggles like us.
Seeing green versus 100 minions. Who wins?
We lost.
We
Just
lost.
one minion.
Beto,
We lose.
Beto,
bro.
Beto.
We're cooked.
All right, get me out of here.
All right,
All right,
well,
time to wrap it up.
we appreciate y'all tuning in. As always, all four of you. We're back next week. Like we said, we're back on schedule, back on track. Look for more social media content. Hit our DMs to give us topics to talk about. Blow our pages up. You know the vibes. 1,000 likes on our next post. Juan gets a haircut like Stevens. Do whatever it takes. But this has been episode 20 of the Seeing Green podcast. I'm Juan from across the pond. Steve, TJ, and we are out.